Hello, everyone. My name is Gage Woolley, and I'm the Volunteer and Special Event Coordinator at Bethany House Services. I'm thrilled to be here today to welcome you to our 17th annual Ales to Zinfandels, all virtual this year. Of course, the past 16 years have all been in person, but this year we've gone on virtual to keep our staff, our clients, volunteers, and of course you, our wonderful donors and supporters, safe. We're so excited to have you with us tonight virtually for the first of 3 nights. There are monitors set up, so I'm able to see we have, 27 current households on. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Before we get started, I'm going to share some logistical information about the event platform so you can get the most out of all the features. Above us, just right above here, is a red reconnect button that you can click to refresh the event if anything goes wrong. To the right, you can see here we've got our chat box. Pinned to the top of the chat box is a link to our BidPal website. So if you have any questions, you can go there, purchase raffle tickets, bid on our silent auction items, or make a donation if you'd like. Near the bottom of the box is a box that says Chat to Everyone, or you can click on the 3 dots to select Chat to Admin instead. If you've got any questions or concerns, we've got our chat monitor, Chris, chatting with you and checking to make sure everything's good on your end. So below here is a blue box where you can type your comment and click enter. Feel free to try that now if you'd like. Tell us where you're joining us from. One of the great things about doing the event virtually this year is that people can attend even if they're not in the Cincinnati area. We appreciate each and every one of you for taking time from your busy schedules to be here tonight. So here's what we got in store for you for the rest of the night. One, coming up tonight, we'll hear from Susan Schiller, our CEO of Bethany House Services. Then we'll be joined by Jennifer Ketchmark of WCPO, who will be hosting a live trivia game for us where you can play from home. Third, we'll hear from Kiana, who received life-changing assistance from Bethany House. Number 4, Jennifer will then tell you about the fantastic prizes we've got in our raffle. And then finally, we'll end the night with a video from one of our dedicated volunteers, Maggie, who will tell you about her involvement here at Bethany House. For 37 years, Bethany House Services has been supporting families and children experiencing homelessness in the Cincinnati area. We provide shelter, supplies, educational experiences, and teach life skills. Our focus is on empowering people so that they can achieve housing stability and long-term self-sufficiency. We now have a message from Bethany House's CEO, Susan Schiller, about how crucial your support is.
Good evening. My name is Susan Schiller, and I'm the CEO at Bethany House. It's both an honor and a pleasure to speak to you tonight. Thank you for supporting our event and our families. The word home evokes different emotions and images to each one of us. One thing we can all agree on is it's more than 4 walls and a roof. For children, home should be a place of safety and security, a place where you're loved and nurtured, where you develop as a person, where your self-esteem and confidence grow. Home is the place where children evolve into their best selves. Tonight, tomorrow night, next week, and next month, Bethany House will provide safety, a warm bed, and nutritious meals to 100 to 120 children every day, every night. That's almost 800 children every year that we shelter in our 5 facilities. These are Bethany's children, Cincinnati's children, who are living doubled up, sharing housing with other family members and friends, in motels, cars, abandoned buildings, and on the street. Today, more so than ever, we understand the impact of homelessness and poverty, especially on children. Children are vulnerable to the effects of poverty, homelessness, and abuse every day in our city. Yes, it's the children who bear the brunt of homelessness. Did you know that homeless children are sick at twice the rate of other children? They're hungry twice as often. They're twice as likely to repeat a grade. They have twice the rate of learning disabilities, 3 times the rate of emotional and behavioral problems. The chronic stress associated with living in poverty has been shown to adversely affect children's concentration and memory, which impacts their ability to learn. A question that I often ask myself is, how will these children ever catch up? Many people often ask, how has Bethany House done during the pandemic? 2020 has been challenging for all of us, but none more so than the children and families without a home. How do you shelter in place when you don't have a place? How do you maintain social distancing when you're living in a shelter with 40 other moms and kids sharing bedrooms, bathrooms, and dining rooms? In those early days in March, we decided the only way to protect our children and parents from exposure to the virus and to prevent our families from being the cause of community spread, we had to close our congregate shelters and move our families into hotel rooms. Donors made the move possible to hotel rooms. They helped with a myriad of the unanticipated expenses a pandemic brings. The good news is we have only had one parent that was diagnosed with COVID-19. That is success, and we're very pleased because of the support that the community has provided us. We've been able to keep all of our children and their parents safe. When I first started working at Bethany House, the face of homelessness was the person on the street corner holding the cardboard sign. It definitely wasn't the face of the children we shelter each year. The next time you see a homeless person on the street corner, please think of the homeless children being helped by Bethany House. Again, thank you for your support. Please keep our children, their parents, and our staff in your prayers.
Now it is my pleasure to introduce our trivia host for the evening, Jennifer Ketchmark. You may recognize her as WCPO's morning meteorologist. Jennifer has forecasted along the I-74 corridor for nearly 15 years, and we're thrilled to have her here with us today. Jennifer, thank you so much. We're really happy.
You're welcome. It's good to be here. And you can move that way so I can take this thing off. So as you all know, we're trying to be compliant with the COVID restrictions as well. But yay for getting out of the house. I never get to do this anymore. So our main event tonight is a trivia game. And we've got 15 questions, and they're all about Cincinnati and Bethany House Services. So hopefully you know a little about one of those two so you can win some points tonight. The easiest way is to play on your phone, but if you can't use your phone, you can actually open a new tab on your browser as well on your computer. Here's the website you need. You need to go to www.kahoot, that's KAHOOT.IT, and enter the PIN number that you're going to see on your screen right now, and then you get to pick a team name. Keep it clean, folks. Let's have a little fun. We see here, oh, there we go. We got Jay, West Side Stories. I like the pun and the West Side reference because, Cincinnati, West Side. What up, Ashes Rock? All right, so here's how the game's going to work tonight. Each question will be displayed on the main webinar jam page along with the 4 multiple choice answers. You select the correct answer on your phone and you'll earn points for every correct answer, but you'll get fewer points the longer it takes you to answer. If you're not familiar with Kahoot, quickness is key, so don't lollygag, folks. And our winner, are we back on camera? You guys have to see this. Who likes bourbon? Anybody? Anybody like bourbon? I know in Kentucky we do, so that's just an open-ended question. Basil Hayden's is tonight's trivia winner prize, and at the end of everything, we'll get your information so that we can get said beautiful bottle to your household. All right, is everybody ready? Are those all our teams? We've got Wine Glass, we've got Diane, we've got Ooh, You Betcha. What's up, You Betcha? We've got Rodeo, Golfing. I don't know what TSPM means. I hope it's clean. Kim, the Hicks Nicks. What's up? Buds. What's up, Buds? I have a friend named Bud, so now I wonder if that's him. Let's see. Is that everybody? We've got 13. It looks like still participating. You can see the code at the top of your screen. Give it a few more seconds here. I know sometimes technology is difficult. Even those of us that use technology every day have problems with it. All right. Oh, there's Jim and Susan. See, I'm glad I waited for you, Jim and Susan. All right, so you guys have 10 seconds. Go ahead and get ready. Have those phones in your hands because these questions are gonna go lightning fast. Well, I'm not gonna read them too fast, I promise I'll be kind. All right, here we go. Question number 1 of the night. This Ohio-born moonwalker taught aerospace engineering at the University of Cincinnati from 1971 to 1979. Here are your multiple choice options. Edwin Buzz Aldrin, James B. Irwin, Alan Bean, or Neil Armstrong. What do you think the answer is? Remember, quickness is key here, folks. And if you're from here, I hope you know this one. I feel like in the news, we always hear this name frequently in our broadcast. There's always something being remembered or commemorated about said astronaut. All right, here we go. Final second. Neil Armstrong is our name, the native of Wapakoneta, Ohio. Neil was the first person to walk on the moon in 1969, shortly after he accepted a teaching position at the University of Cincinnati because UC had a small aerospace department at the time. All right, 12 right answers. Way to go. All right, number 2, let's go. What was the first restaurant to serve what is now known as Cincinnati-style chili as a topping for hot dogs? Was it Skyline, Empress Chili, Gold Star Chili, or Dixie Chili? Bonus points if you've tried all 4. I've gotten 1, 2, 3 of those. Let's be honest here. You cannot go wrong with Coney's. You cannot go wrong with Cincinnati-style chili. I have learned this now living here 6 years. It is fabulous. Still trying to get some relatives to understand the awesomeness of it. All right, final second. And the answer is Empress Chili. I know that one was a little more difficult. Okay, so in 1922, yeah, we're digging deep here on the Rolodex, immigrant restaurateurs John and Tom Kurjadev, they started a hot dog stand next to the burlesque theater at the time called the Empress. They began serving a stew with Mediterranean spices as a topping for hot dogs, which they called Coney's. Empress was the largest chili parlor chain until 1949, when a former Empress employee started Skyline. So maybe you got a little mixed up there with the Skyline and the Empress possibility. I get it. All right, question number 3. How many families received prevention assistance, shelter, housing, and aftercare services from Bethany House Services in 2019? So here's where your Bethany House knowledge is going to come into play. Was it 606, 302, 451, or 135? Or as my son would say, the triangle, the circle. Is that a diamond, Mommy, or the square? I swear some days he's like the diamond. It throws him every time. All right, final answer is 606. In addition, in 2019, Bethany House sheltered 797 children, more than it's ever seen in its 37-year history. So more importance to be doing what we're doing tonight. All right, on to number 4. What was Cincinnati originally named? Was it LaSantaville, Seven Hills, Columbia, or Clifton? Lots of good options there. I did not know this one, which I'm ashamed to say, but it's okay. That's the great thing about trivia. You don't have to know everything. You just need to know most things and be quick. Isn't that the key? All right, 8 seconds on the clock. LaSantaville, Seven Hills, Columbia, or Clifton? Look at that beautiful picture. Music hall. All right, the answer was LaSantaville. So Cincinnati was first named this by the original surveyor, John Filson. In 1790, Arthur St. Clair changed the name to Cincinnati in honor of the Society of the Cincinnati, a group of Revolutionary War veterans for which he was a member. All right, third of the way through with question number 5. Before it was a museum center and historical gem, Union Terminal was completed in 1933 to be what? Was it designed to be a movie theater, a government building, an event center, or a train station? Now, if you've ever walked inside this building, you should know the answer to this question. You know, there are some places in town that are just they're like must-sees, and I think Union Terminal is one of those that you walk into and you're like, okay, I see why we needed to come here. All right, the answer was, hopefully most of you, 17 of you knew this one right. Way to go. A train station. Union Terminal construction took actually 4 years and cost $41 million. Not too bad compared to today's standards. Passenger train service ceased in 1972, and then it resumed again in 1991 when Amtrak began operating from the terminal. All right, on to number 6, and back to your Bethany House type of questions here. What is the goal of shelter diversion? So read these carefully. Is it keeping families from entering emergency shelters or homelessness? Is it keeping families budget within their income? Is it keeping families sustainably employed? Or is it keeping families entertained while housed in emergency shelters? What is the goal of shelter diversion? Be quiet while you think. The goal here is keeping families from entering emergency shelters or homelessness. So shelter diversion programs are identified by the National Alliance to End Homelessness as a best practice for prevention of homelessness for families seeking to enter a shelter. All right, well done, guys. We are on to question number 7. Cincinnati is home to America's oldest professional sports team of which sport? Is it baseball? Is it hockey? Is it football? Or the other football known as soccer? Now, one of these are like really new, and if you haven't heard of one of these teams, then we've got problems here tonight, folks. Is it baseball, hockey, football, or soccer as Cincinnati's oldest professional sports team? The answer is baseball. Yes, we should know this, right? The Reds, the Cincinnati Baseball Club, was established in July 23rd of 1866 and was the first of its kind. Our current team, the Cincinnati Reds, they were established in 1881. Lots of history here in this city. All right. We are on to question number 8, and then after this question, we will take a pause to kind of look at the scores. This AM radio station is broadcast from the iconic diamond-shaped antenna in the greater Cincinnati city of Mason. Is it WSAI, WKRC, WLW, or WKRP? Bonus points. A local meteorologist is also featured on said station. Her name might be mine. Huge fan of the station, guys. Keep listening. But yeah, they are what we like to call a powerhouse. The answer is 700 WLW. So they launched by the radio pioneer Powell Crosley Jr., and this long-running Cincinnati station is known for being able to transmit its signal over enormous distances thanks to its powerful, iconic antenna. It was actually so powerful that in 1934, the FCC told them to tune it down by actually 10% to weaken the signal because they were getting complaints from radio stations as far away as Toronto. Now, you know your radio station is strong when it goes all the way to Canada. All right, so let's take a pause here and let's see how the points are doing and how you guys are faring so far. So right now, the leader in tonight's game is Ashes Rock, followed by Melnick, Jim, and Susan. Last one's in the game. You guys are doing well. Got TSP and Joe. So there's your top 5 as of right now, but here's the good news. Ooh, and we have 3 players who just hit 5 answers correct in a row. Well done. I probably would have not made said streak if I didn't, have the answers. I know it's cheating. It's okay. Okay. All right. Let's get on to question number 9. What is the main reason that people become homeless? The options there on your screen. Is it lack of affordable housing, mental illness, unemployment, or all the above? What is the main reason that people become homeless? Remember, guys, this is the reason why we're here tonight. To help, to prevent, assist, and encourage. Help these families right here in Cincinnati and really in the surrounding areas because a lot of people end up here looking for help. The answer is All of the above. People become homeless for several different reasons and situations, which is why Bethany House has a variety of services and programs to address the needs on an individual basis. It's not just copy and paste and this is how we're going to help you. It's a very wide spanning analysis on how they can help people. All right, we are on to question number 10. This famous movie director was born in Cincinnati. Is it Martin Scorsese, Steven Spielberg, Quentin Tarantino, or Stanley Kubrick? Which famous director? And goodness, are we not all excited about the movie scene here in Cincinnati? It has been feverish. It has been fantastic. It has been on pause during COVID. I know. Know a lot of theater people in the room would love for the movie industry to come on back, but very cool things happening here in Cincinnati. The answer is Steven Spielberg. So that's right. Steven Spielberg hails from Cincinnati, Ohio. He was born on December 18th, 1946, and he has directed several Hollywood blockbusters like Jaws, E.T., Jurassic Park, and Saving Private Ryan. All fantastic movies. Hopefully you've seen most of that list. All right, on to number 11. Cincinnati had the first paid professional department for this type of first responder. Was it police, medical, fire, or military? So we had the first paid professional department for this type of first responder. And we hear a lot these days about first responders and what they do for our communities, especially in this age of COVID and everybody taking extra precautions to maintain distance and stay safe. And so we thank all of those in the group, but specifically the first paid were the fire department. The Cincinnati Fire Department was established on April 1st, 1853, after its first chief lost much of his previous business to a fire. It inspired him to find new and innovative ways to fight fires. Cincinnati also has its own fire museum on West Court Street. So go check that out with the little dude. He likes fire trucks. Like, we literally have one, a little one in the living room. Okay, we are getting on to the last few here. Number 12. In 2019, BHS more than doubled which type of service? Emergency shelter, homelessness prevention, housing, or aftercare? Which service type doubled last year? All right. Can't believe it, guys. We're down to the last three. Then we're going to talk about the prizes, because there are raffle prizes. All right, 3, 2, 1. The answer is homelessness prevention. Homelessness prevention includes rapid rehousing, shelter diversion, which we talked about earlier, and permanent supportive housing. Number 13. This Cincinnatian is the only person who has ever served as both president and Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Here are your options: William Howard Taft, William Henry Harrison, Ulysses S. Grant, or Rutherford B. Hayes. I love that all of these men get their middle initial and or name on the screen. Always a mouthful, but that keeps it fun, right? Which Cincinnatian is the only one who have served as both, not at the same time, the president, and then at another time, Chief Justice of the Supreme Court? Our answer is William Howard Taft. Taft was born in Cincinnati in 1857 and served as president from 1909 to 1913, and then Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, 1921 to 1930. To this day, he remains the only person to have headed those two branches of the federal government during their lifetime. They will say no, they're in our lifetime. You never know. All right, after this question, we're going to take pause. But who is the current mayor of Cincinnati? That is question number 14. Is it P.G. Sittenfeld? Is it John Cranley? Is it David Mann? Or is it Charlie Lukin? Who is the current mayor of Cincinnati? As a news junkie, I know this one. Because I listen to news for 5 hours a day in my IFB, in my basement where I'm broadcasting from. I'm not broadcasting in the basement today. They let me out of the house. I'm too excited. The answer is Mayor John Cranley. Cranley assumed office as the 69th mayor of Cincinnati in 2013 and won re-election in 2017. His term ends in January of 2021, and he is now term limited. I had asked, that means he can't run again. I like to keep it simple. All right, pause. We're going to look at the standings as it stands right now. Still in first place is Ash's Rock. You rock. Ha, get the pun? I know, I'm terrible. Melnick still number 2, but you are only behind by, just a little more than 100 points, almost 200 points. So really, you got to get this next question. Then you've got TSP at 8,100. Jim and Susan, what happened, guys? It's okay, though. We're having fun. At least I know I am. All right, we ready to do this last question? Here we go. Here we go. What is the best way that you can help BHS end homelessness? You can volunteer your time. You can provide donations of supplies. There are monetary donations, or is the answer all of the above? What is the best way that you can help BHS end homelessness? This might be a throwaway. Oh, goodness. 5, 4, or by the delay, 29, who knows, 75, and go. The answer is all of the above. However, you can help. Every type of donation makes a difference. Whether you're able to cook dinner for our families, donate a set of Bethany basics for families moving into their own homes, or pledge to make a yearly contribution, everything goes toward providing care, comfort, and community support to families working toward stability and self-sufficiency. All right, we get to check out our winner now, don't we? I have to make my phone a friend for people behind the camera. Love them. All right, in third place with 8,700 points was TSPM. Number 2 was Melnick. And number 1, our winner tonight with 9,300 points is Ash's Rock. Ash's Rock, I don't know who you actually are, so maybe you can comment in the section over here, chat screen, and let us know who you are, where you're from, and kudos for kicking you know what tonight. 13 out of 15 correct questions. You'll notice that our top 3 all got 13 out of 15 right, and that, my friends, is where speed comes into play. And reminder, Ash's Rock, I'm only a phone call away. If you ever would like a glass of bourbon, I will gladly come and open your bottle for you. This is awesome. Basil Hayden, very cool. Congratulations, guys. All right, our winner. So here's what you need to do. You need to put an email, or in the chat too, you want to email info@bhsinc.org, bhsinc.org, to arrange to pick up your prize. In the chat room, it works as well. So now, gosh, what time is it? It is 7:33. We've only got about 15 minutes left in tonight's event. We know it's a school night, my kids included. Anyway, we don't want to keep you guys up too late. So next, you're about to hear from Kiana, who will share her life-changing experience with Bethany House.
My name is Kiana Lennon, and I am from the east side of Cincinnati. I was raised in the Avondale area. I'm 25 with 3 children. Having someone little look up to you and, they don't know what's going on, I think that it hits a little harder when you're homeless with children, because, they're so innocent. The Bethany House, it's like a family. And also it's like, I wouldn't say a boot camp, but it's a way of getting help with your full life. My case manager is one of the many amazing people that I work with Bethany. She's kind of more of like a mom to me, and she kind of gives me that tough love with help, and it's real genuine, and it's almost like we've known each other longer. It's one thing to be sad and thinking about your situation, and it's another thing to know that you're getting genuine love and genuine help from total strangers who will feel like you've known them for forever.
One way to support Kiana and others like her is by purchasing raffle tickets. So there are 4 fantastic prizes for our raffle winners, each valued at over $700. Yeah, right now on your screen over here, you're going to see a special offer for the raffle. Clicking that will take you to our BitPal website where you can purchase those raffle tickets. But let's talk about what you could win. All right, up number one is our Bourbon Palooza package. It's got Four Roses, Basil Hayden's, Weller. Oh my, these sound fantastic. That's what the script said. I swear I'm not a booze hound. Wendy's and 10 other bottles of carefully selected bourbon, and your liquor cabinet will be the envy of your friends. Our second prize is a chef-prepared dinner at home. Now, check this out. You get to sit back, relax, and let somebody else do the cooking in your kitchen for once. Chef Perry Washburn will deliver a 4-course meal of rare selections of wines straight to your home. From the West Coast to the Midwest, Perry Washburn has developed a loyal and passionate following among foodies who love to eat, to learn, to cook, and, just have a good time. All right, our next prize is a staycation in Middletown. So check this out. Do you need a vacation, but you don't want to deal with the hassle of traveling? Did everybody just go, yes? Well, then this staycation package is perfect for you. Plus, you don't have to get on an airplane. This includes an overnight stay for 2 at the Indigo Pass Boutique Hotel and fun activities like an art class, bike rentals, flight tastings at White Dog Distillery, kayaking, gift cards to local restaurants, a trip to Grandpa Joe's Candy Buffet, hello, and for the adventurous among you, tandem skydiving. That sounds fun. And number 4, a vacation in Orlando, Florida. Okay, this one might take an airplane for some of you. By the end of January, you will more than likely be ready to get away for a week in sunny Florida. Enjoy a week at the Lifetime of Vacations Resort located just 2 miles from Walt Disney World and close to Orlando area attractions. Or you can just stay in. You don't have to do Disney. We know it's stressful. Enjoy the on-site amenities like tennis courts, paddle boats, a heated swimming pool, and lakefront beachfront or private lakefront beach. But remember, from the hours of 2 and 5, it will thunderstorm. So just be ready to go inside. Florida weather. All right, don't miss your chance to win one of these great prizes. The link posted at the top of the chat up there. We'll take you to the website where you can purchase those tickets. So while you're there, you can also check out the fantastic baskets in our silent auction. Whether you're looking for yourself or you want to get that holiday shopping started, this is a great way to get it done earlier this year. And honestly, there's something for everyone. Our auction software will actually notify you via text if somebody outbids you. So the competitive, this one's fun. But you can also set a max bid so you don't go too crazy. Granted, the Bethany House would love for you to go crazy and get all your money. We'd love that. And the software will automatically put you back in the lead. So all of the raffle and auction money goes to supporting families in Cincinnati, and we can't run the many services and programs without your help. So here's a message from Maggie about how and why she is involved in Bethany House.
6 years ago, our church, the New Church of Montgomery, was looking for a way to give back to the community, and so we started a toy swap. And during that, we were looking for a place that would benefit from the toys and the funds that would be raised at the toy swap. So we found Bethany House. They were a family shelter, and it seemed like a really good fit. I really had a nice experience when we served a meal one time at Bethany House. We did a breakfast, and I was able to read with some of the kids afterwards, and that was just a really special time, and just to be able to connect and be happy, see their smiles. The reason that I like Bethany House is that they really help the whole person, and that it's not just providing food and shelter, but they're providing support services and education. And as a mother, it was also a really good opportunity for me to show my kids that socioeconomic differences are not going to divide us, and that it could just as easily be us in a situation if things were different. I think it's really important for your own health to just be able to connect with other people and to see your similarities. And I think there's just a joy that comes from meeting other people and showing how you can make a difference in someone's life in some small way.
We are so appreciative of Maggie and all the volunteers and supporters here at Bethany House. We're reaching the end of our first night here at Ales of Zinfandels. Thank you to everybody who participated, contributed, sponsored, attended tonight's event. We had 29 households come in tune in tonight. We're really, really happy about that. So thank you all for being here tonight. A special thank you to Jennifer. You're the best.
It was fun.
I think you're the best trivia host I've ever had before. It's not a lie. You were great.
Probably a short pool, but I'm okay.
Tomorrow, though, we've got a fun and educational night planned. Certified mixologist Tyler McCown will teach us how to whip up 2 different drinks, electric lemonade and summertime peach tea. We also have craft beer expert Brian Yavorski, who will come on and tell us how beer saved the world. Sounds pretty fun. Lastly, we have Jeffrey Schiller, who will come on live from New York City to host a virtual wine tasting for us. We couldn't have Ales of Zinfandels without a cocktail hour.
I mean, we have to, right?
Of course, we have to. So we've only got 2 more nights to bid on our fantastic silent auction items or enter the grand raffle drawing. You've heard earlier about all the fantastic prizes you could win, so make sure you get your raffle tickets and cast your bids by 9 p.m. this Friday for your chance to win by clicking at the top of the chat, just right up here. So our donation total is currently $325. Our goal is to raise $10,000 over these next couple of days via our BidPal page. So if you see that there, that's $325 currently. We want to get that to $10,000. So please help us get that goal. We're going to keep trying, and over the next 3 days, really hit on that hard. So every dollar we raise will go towards supporting families and children in a myriad of different ways. You heard from Bethany House CEO Susan Schiller and Bethany House client Kiana about all the programs and different services Bethany House provides. Your donations help us expand our programming and reach more families. So lastly, thank you again, Jennifer. This night I think was so much fun.
It was fun. We learned about not only the city, but it was great to learn, I mean, for me, even more about Bethany House Services. There's so much here in Cincinnati and so many resources, and I mean, what a wealth of awesome information we learned tonight.
Very lucky to be working here at Bethany House. I'm very lucky. So thank you again. Have a wonderful evening. We'll see you here tomorrow. Thanks.
Bye, guys.